Hello. I have no idea what episode of Amnian Nights it is. 30 something. But here we are, and Monkey will recap the previous session.
Last session, things happened. We met Captain Angerboda, and the next morning in the guild hall, she gave us our passes to operate as like deputies of the
We
Sea
can
Watch.
save it. We can save our sheriff's badges if you want.
Sure. Um, we what else happened? Yeah, mostly discussion of things that are going to be on the way. We left the city and to head towards trade meet. On the way, Sire dumped some information about the exact nature of her relationship with Elias Gladstone and the Firebrands, and their plot against Baldur's Gate. And then while we were camping, we met the one and only uh, Lloyd Groves, the Squirrelian Fey investigator in servant to Oberon Greenlord, who's apparently trying to track down some hags in the area.
Yes. And then you spoke to him a little bit and then set off for your next day, which has you. Your travel to trade meet has you needing to cross the Alandor River, which is the river that starts in Athkatla and runs way in. Well, it ends in Athkatla and ends way up. It starts way up in the mountains. You need to cross the Alandor and then head north for about a day for you to get to trade meet. You also had a snippet of information from Lloyd that the Fae and nature kind of steer clear of trade meet because it has become a place of steel and magic, which has them being a bit no thanks. I hadn't thought of it, but Luca did make the this is some Princess Mononoke shit going on, which I liked. Weeb. So yeah, we will head in from there to us being back on the road as we travel. Sire, struggling with the weight of the confessions she made yesterday, falls into a quiet melancholy and walks alongside you, not feeling particularly conversational, it would seem. Let's see what we have in the way of music.
Such beautiful countryside.
Just a little bit of music as we walk along. So, Mr. Death is half off the camera on that particular. There he is. There he is. He's still up for 3 hours. Okay, so yeah, you start off your next day. All the things you've learned about the strange Fey happenings and your conversation with the strange squirrel man. What are we up to as we walk along?
So, like, do you guys know what would be a sign that a hag was nearby? Like, if there are a couple of hags in the vicinity, like, what would we even be looking out for? Like, unless they just, you know, happen upon us. I know you mentioned, old ladies or strangely beautiful, comely ladies who try and entice you, but is that it? Should we just be looking out for strangers who are perhaps don't belong?
I think like houses made of candy is a thing that we should for sure steer clear of.
That does not sound like a sound building device.
I think it's like to lure children in so that then they can cook them or something. I don't really remember. There's something with breadcrumbs. It's unclear. GM, on a more real note though, like, do I actually have any idea?
I would say I don't feel like Arcana makes sense. I feel like hags are so ingrained in sort of. I want everyone to make a history check, and I feel history? Like part of that history check comes from having the sense of being able to separate the folk tales from the actual word. You have the actual events. I was going to say, that's a good roll from you, Asher. When I saw that roll was 13 days and 22 hours ago, and with a deception check, you actually rolled shite. Oh, you got a straight up 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Atticus, despite you asking the question, it turns out that you kind of have pieced together a little more than the others over the years. You know that hags, or sometimes witches as they're called, are, despite their normally humanish appearance, are actually typically malevolent fey spirits. They do fulfill the role of like a fairy tale witch. Bargains that never ever directly benefit the person they're made with. Tricks, a lot of blackmail, extortion, but also powerful magic, particularly powerful curses, both the ability to inflict them and to lift them.
Well, one thing's for sure, we should certainly watch out. They are known to be pretty powerful magic users. And we should remember what Detective Grove said, that we should be careful with our words and, not give anything away that we shouldn't.
All right.
So it all does sound like fey nonsense, yes. Especially the candy things.
I mean, like I said, it's just what I heard.
Yeah, I think Atticus, of your role, you would remember the children's fairy tale book she was talking about, but you are fairly confident it has absolutely no real world basis whatsoever.
It's funny how
you'd
my
probably
roles
also
keep
know.
matching up.
Yeah, you'd also know that there are probably a few different types of hag as well, whether that's through origin or just how they acclimatise to where they live in the world. I imagine you'd be familiar with that. You know that sea hags are a thing as well as forest hags, for lack of a better term.
There's certainly no way a sea hag would be this far inland. Who knows? Maybe the sea bitch has driven them away.
Those are the kind that like steal your voice, right?
Come again?
The sea hags. Those are the kind that steal your voice. Less to do with candy. More like underwater feelings.
Make me,
Underwater feelings.
make
Like
me another
kiss a guy in 3 days.
make me another history check, Atticus. Yeah, you would have absolutely heard of some poor unfortunate souls who dealt with sea hags and ended up worse for wear.
Do those build their houses from sushi or something?
I mean, that does sound pretty enticing, not gonna lie. Love a bit of sushi.
Yeah. You do fuck with it, I hear.
But like sirens, sea hags, all kind of the same thing, really.
Hmm.
Really tempted to test out this gauntlet. But I don't want to waste it.
Where's Lloyd?
Maybe I should just blow up a tree.
Can you waste it?
I believe that I can only harness its power once per sunrise.
I mean, we're on the road, right? And real talk, like, I know some squirrel appeared to us, but like, what are the chances we're actually going to run into some fey nonsense on the side of like the main highway into Athkatla?
I know, probably pretty low, right? But I mean, at
I
least
would
let's keep our
hope
wits
so.
about us.
So, I don't know. Go use it on a tree over there or something.
I'll keep it for now.
Find a boulder.
I was so quickly trying to pull the tree out, stat block in. Just having
I was like quickly like shit. No, that's a terrible idea. I mean, have you used it yet? Like properly used it?
Nope, not once.
I mean, practice before we actually get to trade meet might be a good idea.
That is true. Maybe I'll wait until just before we go to bed.
You know what? That's actually a safe bet.
And then I'll blow you up.
Well, not me, right? Like, let's definitely aim this away
Obsidian, you think?
from all this.
He can take it. He's proper hard.
For sure. I'm
Wasn't it
getting back up.
10d10?
10d6. But yeah.
Just obsidian just becomes scales and a mist.
I'll just be standing by Obsidian. Just clear.
For consulting my HP maximum, I think I'll be fine. I'll take those chances.
So, make me a survival check, whoever is. Again, you're on a road, but well, you're breaking away from a main road. Remember today, the river road starts to. There's a path that heads north, where it very quickly becomes clear that this road is no longer used, mostly overgrown, a lot of encroaching. Like underbrush and stuff about to creeping its way in. On more than one occasion, you see a deer that just darts away. Obsidian leads you south, it seems, away from the river. As you are walking along, and Obsidian leads the way, sort of pointing out, I'm just going to check a couple of passives for a moment.
Right.
We'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Although Obsidian doesn't highlight it, Asher and Atticus, you both notice as you start to head north, there are fairly recent wagon tracks that lead either to or from this path.
Do we know what else is this way?
Well, Obsidian's leading the way. What do you reckon, old sport?
Jim, you said we all saw the wagon rut things?
Obsidian hasn't noticed it with his deliberate
Oh.
roll, but you've both sort of noticed he's walking on. You
With our pest.
notice he's stepping over these wagon tracks.
I'm trying to remember the map. This is in character. But I don't remember. Is there anything up by Trade Meet, or is like this the only road?
If you're asking about in character, I have nobody to reply to you.
Allow me to
Yeah,
consult our map. Do we have a map? Bro, we have a map,
Do
right?
you have a
do.
map?
You do if you hit J.
I don't have a map.
Oh.
I more meant in character. I am consulting
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah.
map.
I don't actually have one on me. Do you have one? You got one?
I think I do. Hang on.
All right.
Wait.
Oh my god! I thought for a
If I
second
hit
that he was like.
J.
I thought that he was like orienting himself. Like
Picking up
if
the map.
that's left.
There
Then...
was a thing. Okay, we crossed the river, right? So are we directly south of Trade Meet, Jim? Like,
You haven't
but
crossed the river.
just we haven't.
You're heading towards the river. Ugh.
So we followed
Don't-
the river
Don't
out.
let us see. Don't let us see. Oh no.
I would like to see the baby. Oh my god! Look at his fuzzy little head.
Looks disgusted. He's just like.
But it smells so wonderful. Like that.
Hey.
It's like puppy smell, but like 10 times better.
Let's not interrupt the roleplay, guys. Come on. So where
No
were we?
worries.
The map is not moving, which is very annoying.
Right click to pan the map, which is weird.
Yeah, I had to like zoom way in. So, but Jim, we followed this river along,
Yes.
and now we're still south of the river, but like in terms of like lining up.
Yeah, you haven't been walking along a riverbank. You've been following a
No.
road, and now you've turned left to go north to come to the river and cross it and carry on towards Trade
So
Meet.
during spiritually speaking, like we're south, like we're directly south of Trade Meet, but still under the river.
Yes.
Okay.
Still.
Looking at Atticus's map that he whips out, I will see that there is fuck all else around. And just be like, how much do we bet that that's from a recent shipment? These tracks here.
I mean, looks pretty fresh to me. I'll inspect them closer and see what I think. Also, if I know if it's rained recently or something.
I think with a roll with what was rolled, I feel like you can determine that it's been that recent wagon. I don't think you'd divine any more about it than that. You can't even tell which way it was going. The only reason you notice it, the main river road itself is churned up. You only notice these tracks by the fact that it's less travelled. But yeah, they head north, occasionally disappearing for a bit where the ground becomes harder or more overgrown with grass. Doesn't look like it was a hugely laden wagon or cart, whatever it was.
At least we won't be arriving to find nothing.
Curious. To be clear, this is the wagon tracks go in a direction that we're already going.
Obviously, again, you don't know if they are going, but they are heading
along that same path.
Along that same path that now
in
you've
one
turned
direction
off.
or another.
Yes,
Okay.
Either north or south. Oh no, the baby's head has become green screen.
Well, yeah, I guess we just keep our wits about us. I mean, if it's gone one way, it may be coming back the other way. So, on guard, so to speak.
All right. Okay.
Obsidian, you have just a moment of smelling cinnamon. It's here, and then it's gone.
Looking around, annoyed. Sort of not mentioning to anyone for now.
You continue on this way for about half an hour until you find yourselves arriving at the banks of a rather wide river, which I will take us to now.
Huh.
Ooh.
Oh, where my audio is not showing, so let me fix that very quickly.
What a beautiful scene we arrive at.
Except there's like a dead carcass in the water, so maybe not the cleanest.
It's a big river.
You're gonna drink out of it, drink upstream of that.
Let me have a look. Let me just go. And then I'll just quickly go. Done. I'm turning back. Oh, let's turn that down even more. There we go. Yeah, a wide river stretches out. It looks like it's only a foot or two deep in most parts. But yeah, it is stepped down and staggered into rapids. You can see there are several rocky outcrops and a small island, and then the other side where a slight path begins once again.
So this path just abruptly ends at a river.
Yes. You see, looking around, you see enough remnants that you can see there was clearly at some point in time a wooden bridge that spanned this crossing. There are rotten posts and a bit of chain on the floor, but it looks to have been long since completely gone. Make me a perception check, everybody.
I was wondering, I don't know if Obsidian has had the tracks pointed out to him, but I would be wondering how the wagon handled the
Well,
river.
Obsidian, with your strong roll, you notice an area kind of near where you're about to cross now, where the ground is more scuffed and cleared, and it looks like, after a few moments glancing around it, you also notice a leaf-covered or a leaf-style large sheet piled on the floor, which combined with how the ground's churned up, looks like wagons might get parked, or carts may be parked here at points and hidden with a bit of a tarp. So perhaps the wagons themselves do not cross the river. Perhaps this is there as far as they go when they're here.
All right. I'll get there and sort of investigate the top if there's anything left nearby.
It does just seem to be literally just that. With an 18 and a 13 as well, I'll give it you. Yes, there is a dead beast. It doesn't need to be a deer. There's a large dead beast, partially decayed, out in the water. There also, Obsidian, I'll give you. You notice what looks to be a partially submerged chest or barrel. Hard to tell from here. Stuck against a rock in the water, having washed downstream, and Ash is just off.
I'm wandering along this what seems to be a path, right? Up to the kind of more straight crossing to see if I can tell how deep it is or how swift moving the current is.
I mean, they're fairly rapid, but at each point where the water drops down, obviously looks like it goes deeper for a few feet, and then it levels off, and it looks like at most points it's no deeper than 3 or 4 feet.
Is that one the barrel?
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Interesting.
far is that? What do you reckon, Obsidian? Can you swim it? Is the current too fast for you?
Might be a bit annoying, but should be able to. Might also try jump across the rocks. At least down there, it should be possible.
Be
Still
careful,
pointing.
it might be very slippery.
I think I might go up there a bit. She's pointing to kind of up here. Looks like there's less, steps. Might be a little calmer. Honestly, I think it looks kind of nice. Little dip in the water.
A little dip in the rapids.
Like a little dip downstream from the corpse.
No, up here. I am.
No,
Hanging.
it is flowing right to left.
What?
Via Landor.
Oh,
The map might be the wrong way around, but remember, I keep saying it's flowing from east to west. It's you're on the west coast of Athkatla.
Okay. Makes my brain hurt. It is most definitely not flowing that way. Okay.
just flip the map around then. Damn it.
God damn it. Yeah, this is on you. Yeah, all right, then I'm gonna. Sure. If that was the case this whole time, then sure. I'm pointing right here.
I'm aiming for that.
You hoping for some treasure?
I'm hoping that might be remains of something that was carried by the people who have a tarp hidden here for the wagon.
All right, yeah.
To learn what they're hauling all this way into the woods. Well, since you have mentioned that it's not a deer, it's some other beast, what kind of beast is it? Is it like a dangerous bastard, or is it still hunt, more or less?
I was just trying to not fully. We'll say it's it could be a bear,
Sure.
dead
Gotcha.
bear, but
Okay.
like as equally corpsey.
Got it. Yeah, gotcha. So
Not
it's-
not all. Oh, it's undead looking. It's just like
Yeah.
clearly been killed and partially consumed.
Okay.
The
One last question regarding this.
The salmon
I am-
fight back.
I understand you're not intending this as something important, but is it perchance killed by, like, dozens of arrows or something like that, like hacked
You
to
see,
pieces, or just?
well, you can go over and make a medicine check if you want to
Sure.
investigate the specifics of it further.
I will take a bit of a. I mean, I will first try to get to the barrel.
Okay.
Is there anything that I need to do that? or-
So you are just wading through the water,
I mean,
aren't you?
I will-
With
I
your
will- I will-
size, you don't need to make any sort of rolls. Going from rock to rock, there will be dex check if people go rock hopping.
No, I'll just scramble down into the water here.
Yeah, it is a iron-banded chest that seems to be locked. Can't see at first if it is because of a key or because all of the mechanism appears to be deeply, heavily rusted. This has been here for some time, it would seem.
Or can I lift it and get it to others, basically?
You can. It's a bit of a heave, especially as it seems to have taken in a lot of water, which you sort of hear trickling out a little bit through various cracks in the paneling as you carry it. But yes, you're able to shift it over and dump it on the shore.
Very gently and carefully. Don't want to break anything.
What, as in? Oh, well, carefully carrying it, yeah? Yeah? You gently... Oh, I see, yeah,
putting
yeah.
it down.
Yeah, you're not dragging it again, yeah. You carefully put it down.
Well, seems to be locked. Or just warped. I'm clear on that one. I will just try and see if I can leverage the thing and basically break it open without like slamming the whole thing down.
I will whip
Just
out a crowbar
rip it open a bit.
and give it to Obsidian.
Yeah, with a crowbar, it pops open after a moment. Inside of the chest, it's nicer. There is a what looks to be like a green satin inlay pattern to the whole thing, and you see spanning all around the interior of the chest was almost like a pale grey, cat's cradle, like the yarn puzzle in a pattern that makes a bit of like an entrapment style web. It's clearly not web. It is string, and there is a single pouch at the bottom of the chest. Make me a perception check, Obsidian. And anybody else who stood around. Yeah, you notice after a few seconds of looking at the strange like cat's cradle that where there were a couple of pieces that when you lifted the lid up had gone taut and had actually snapped and broken these two pieces of this silvery thread that was spanning around inside the chest. Anyone who is proficient in Arcana can make me an Arcana check.
I am currently wading in the river, but if I see them both leaned over the chest, I'll be like, "What's in it?"
A thread in the pouch. Is it a silvery thread, you said?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that enough to spark me anything, or will I just think he's talking about silvery thread?
Make an Arcana. Are you proficient in Arcana?
I think I actually
I am
am.
in real life, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I am.
Make me an Arcana check.
I will say, what kind of silvery thread?
What kinds are there?
So
What does
first
it
of all,
look like?
so two things.
Yeah.
Can all three make me a perception check? And also, Asher, you would know that silvery thread is known for a component of a security spell, an alarm, that creates a perimeter that, if broken, creates a noise audible only to the person who cast it, if it's still active, that is.
Okay.
And hold on, I still need perception checks from Asher
Oh,
and
right,
from
right,
Atticus.
right, sorry.
womp womp.
So as Asher keeps calling out over the sound of the rapids to be heard to Obsidian, as you're facing her, you notice a slight shift and a crack as the bear corpse, its ribs spring open a little bit and it shifts on the ground, rising up from the water. And you see not an undead creature, but strange, almost like plant vines underneath, lifting out and moving it as it begins to move in Ash's direction. And I would like everybody to please roll me initiative.
Yeah. Since I did so poor on my roll, I'm still gonna be yelling, I think it's some kind of security spell for opening the chest.
And for the sake of our sanity, I'm going to disable the river sound while we're in this combat. An Obsidian, as you see it rise up and start to move, well, looking to move in Ash's direction,
Sure.
you see it happening. You're off a block first.
Damn, all my favorites are gone from my character sheet.
That's a
Cool.
shame.
As soon as I notice that the thing is seemingly trudging through the water towards Asha, Zina will drop whatever he was doing right then and there, and will probably just sort of reach for the mole, which probably just lies on the stones. Grab it and rush towards the thing to break its, to redirect its attention. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know if it has an attention. With a quick. Oh. Okay, I would love to roll an attack. How do I?
As you
do that?
approach the creature, its stench is horrendous and almost forces itself physically up your nostrils. Can you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure. So first the con save.
Yeah, it's vile, but you manage to really focus and keep your nerve.
Sure. First swing then.
That hits.
Almost. Okay. Oh, and you said that this is actually going the other way around, isn't it? I just wanted to move back then. The river is
Yeah.
that way. Sure, yeah. And then should I just consider this difficult terrain? 'Cause
Yes.
presumably, 20. Good. Still fine. Yeah, and I will make a second slam without being able to move it any further. That's
Oh, that roll, that flirted of it so much.
All right. And yeah, just happy to be between this thing and Asher. Obsidian will
Okay.
remain.
Asher, you're up.
Sorry, yep, I am up, but I have not planned it at all because all of my spells are, well, my sorcerer spells are all unprepared, and all of my favorites are gone. I don't know what happened to my character
I
sheet.
mean, you only ever Eldritch Blast or Sacred Flame, so...
All right. Sure. Fine. With this thing,
I mean, I'm looking at the other
caught
spells
off
in there,
guard.
but I don't know if you're saving them for character reasons, so I don't want to
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
I don't want to start saying them. They could chain lightning.
Yeah. I am gonna, since it has caught me off guard, I am going to Sacred Flame. If I can just find that really quick.
It saves. That burst of energy Oh, in fact, let me just check something. It should have made that at disadvantage. Don't know why. Let me just do it again. What's the DC? DC 15 according to the stat block. Still made it. Okay.
Okay. All right. That's no, that's not it for me. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna try and move up, kind of just out of the water and onto this rock.
Um, 10, 20. You would not be able to get all the way there. It's difficult terrain.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
Okay. The Carrion Corpser is up. This playlist is not what I've. It's not playing out how I thought it was going to be. Let's
It's a very melancholy fight.
yeah, some Dark Souls sad boss music. Let's have a look. Let's see how this one ends up being. So it is going to burst out what almost look like ribs at first. Bend and flex more than they should. Now you've been up in this thing's face for a few seconds, Obsidian, you realise it doesn't actually seem to be a corpse at all. It seems to very much be a plant that has evolved or magically disguised itself to look like a fresh kill, maybe to lure things in. What looked like the flesh of like the bear's body seems to be almost like fungus, and the ribs, are a series of like stiff vines that now whip out and try and slash at you. And with a flurry, it does strike out.
Is that deliberately all private?
Oh. I don't know why.
No idea what's
That's
happening.
weird. So it hit with a 17. So it hit with a 22 for 7 damage. And then it just hit with a 19 for has not yet been clicked damage. Don't know why, but I'll set the self roll.
Oof.
And then a third attack.
Good rolls.
And then it will slowly try to move to get a bit of a better footing. That's all it can. Oh no, one more. That's all it can do. Atticus, you're up.
I will step to the edge of the rock without going quite into the river, and yell out, Obsidian, mind your head! And I'm gonna raise up the gauntlet and blast. I started blasting.
Did you cover the baby's ears when you yelled? Did you put?
I don't have the baby now.
Oh, do you
No
know?
longer
I
has
didn't even.
the
I didn't
baby.
even see that handoff.
I noticed it.
I don't suppose it counts as a structure or object.
It does not.
So many different colored dice.
It saved, you bastard.
Um,
Most dexterous plant I've ever seen.
so
It's great rolls all around
As-
so far.
as this gauntlet glows, like the gems on the back, but the gauntlet glows almost like a bit of like an Iron Man, early Iron Man before he went all nanotech. Repulsively, this enormous blast is heard, and birds take off from the trees on either side of a river as the blast from this can be heard 300 feet away.
Sure can.
And this enormous, like, quick vapor almost just blasts out. You feel the heat of it for that brief moment in front of you, Obsidian. But the plant somehow only manages to take 18 damage of what should have been.
Just gonna yell,
good.
we should have practiced!
You see several of the rocks crack and splinter, though. As it dies down, you see it's almost like pressure washing. That big rock next to it looks to have just been absolutely cleansed with heat. All the moss and plant life that was starting to cling to it is now just gone. There is a slight burning smell in the air, and that rock is now just noticeably white, almost bleached compared to everything else. Shit's hot, yo.
It's hot. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Obsidian, Asher,
Well.
Atticus, you notice emerging from the undergrowth on the other side of the river a group of figures dressed in leathers with bows and swords drawn, and they point over in your direction and start to load arrows.
Oh my god, there's so many dudes.
Okay,
Alright.
so top of a round.
That's where I should have used the Eye of Sunrise.
I'm gonna look at all those dudes that have just shown up, and I'll be like, creature in the water!
You're gonna be what?
I'm just gonna yell, creature in the water! Just on a gamble. On a stupid gamble.
Obsidian, you're up.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Obsidian.
No, you would. So Atticus was end of the round, and then I added all the
I
brigands
think
in
you
and
adding
jumped
all
back
them
up.
in,
Yeah.
it popped me for a second. Okay.
Yep. Through the pain, I suppose Obsidian will summon the frosty little barrier around him. Use the additional impetus to recklessly slam at the beast, because it doesn't seem to have a problem hitting him anyway. I would like it to go away a little bit. Oh, wait, no. Actually wouldn't,
No?
I guess. Yeah, because I need... Yeah, with advantage, I will risk it. I wouldn't on the first one. I would now like it to go away.
Ah, yeah. Same place?
Yeah. Just away, and hopefully it doesn't have reach. Who knows? Well, I actually don't care that much, I suppose. I can just stay. So this thing, can I reasonably get behind it and sort of be shielded from whatever bowman there might be?
Yeah, you would. I would say at the moment, being in the water, you would absolutely have full cover.
Okay. Well, if I'm here and it's good, then I'll take it. So 2 slams at the thing. Bonus is used. Yeah, I guess there we are. I shall end. Oh, the rage didn't even make a thing. So 4 more damage, I guess, to the thing, because rage didn't even
Done.
apply.
That if middies being weird will be update. We'll see. Oh no drag ruler. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash. 5. 10, 15. 25, 30. Asha, you're up.
Cool. Bonus action. I am going to send Obsidian some heals. Those get more and more pitiful the more and more we level up, you guys.
7's not terrible on a 2d6.
I know, but watching his bar, it was like. Boop, boop. And then
It is worth more now, though. It is 14 essentially.
that was 2 of my pool. It's not great. And then I will look next to creature, and just Eldritch Blast it.
Nice. Hits.
Nice.
And you have a second ray.
Do I?
Now you're level 5.
Oh, okay. Do I cast it again? Does it
Mhm.
just let me?
No, you have
Do
to
I
do a
roll
full,
the
full
attack
new one.
again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not like magic missile where it magically hits. It just
Well, it's
it
also
can still
different.
miss.
Like if it was Firebolt, you just do one attack. Or you just automatically miss. But yeah, Firebolt,
all right.
you would just do one roll, but it does more damage. But Eldritch Blast,
Yeah,
you get multiple
okay.
attacks.
And you can target
Okay.
different things with your
True.
different.
True.
Oh.
You can be like,
yeah, okay.
and miss.
How can you be like?
So you're not used to this as you fire the spell. There's a sudden like an additional burst. There's more energy than you expected, and you in a panic you try to focus it on target, but you just haven't prepared in time. And a bunny that was drinking from the water. No. A stone is cracked.
All right, that's it for me.
I think the creature will enter your space, Obsidian. It moves back towards the closest and most bleeding thing. Will you strike?
How would I? I'm not Atticus.
Oh,
I have no
yeah,
overpowered
yeah,
feats.
yeah. Oh, would these be advantage?
It would have advantage, yes.
Okay, here's the second roll for attack 1.
Yeah. Ah,
Okay,
wow.
here's attack 2.
How gracious.
Of course.
No,
Perfectly balanced.
I'm surprised it missed once. Oh, right, because it doesn't apply. Sure. I will get +10 back. Assuming this is
Oh, is the
physical damage.
is the resistance not auto applying?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing. There's no condition, so
Okay,
it's
and here's the last one.
all manual.
Misses.
No.
Okay, so you added 10 back on, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, that's all it can do. Atticus.
So to be clear, these figures who have arrived on the other side of the bank have only moved forwards.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as much as I'd like to burn their faces off, I'll restrain myself. I will. I think it's time to get in there. Although, can I even get in that close? Difficult terrain, 10, 20. I can get there. 30 feet. And I'll go in great sword of swinging.
Did you consider the difficult terrain, or did you just?
Yeah,
Yeah,
rush through
10,
it?
20,
it's
30.
three
Okay.
spaces.
Okay, good. I guess diagonals. Yeah.
Hits. Also, do remember, Obsidian, when it comes to moving around in here, your additional increased speed. You have a little bit extra, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's on my sheet, I believe. All of it.
Just with drag rule and not giving you the colour
Oh yeah. Okay. No
movement.
worries.
Oh, heavy blow.
Couple of good hits.
Anything
that's
else on
all
you?
from me.
Okay. The figures come moving out, one on the bank, knocks a bow and fires at the carrion corpser with a large crossbow. Just and you see them just line it up for a second and then hits. But as the bolt slams into the creature, you see Obsidian. It just bounces, glancing off one of like the tough, waxy side of the creature, and ends up ricocheting into you. And as you glance up and look at the archer, with a glint in their eye, you get the sense that this was deliberate. Well, luckily, it misses. Let me check our distances. Yep, Asher is less than 100 feet away. Asher, you see, across the other riverbank, this guy over here readies his heavy crossbow and fires at you.
Is the big rock in the middle not adequate for cover?
Not from this one, who's got a direct line of sight to Asher. Oh, sorry, Obsidian was still targeted. You are at 24 HP, Obsidian. You're going to put yourself back after I... Although, Asher, will you react to this? It is a... Do you know what? No, do you know what? I keep looking at the number in green. I keep looking at the AC, not the actual roll amount. I'm guessing you can't shield. You can't do anything to gain 10 AC.
Even with shield, let's see, shield gives me like what?
5. I misread
5, yeah.
They are not color-coded. What isn't color-coded?
You've got red and blue ones, but they're not divided between brigands and archers.
And they all use the same wild card. So, Obsidian, give yourself 5 back. Asher, you take 5 damage.
Yep.
Top of the round. Obsidian, you're up. This bolt comes glancing off to you, and for a moment you're maybe unsure if it was deliberate or was it just a tough property of a creature, but then you see a bolt glance Asher, and you, I imagine, just no. You're
Or rather,
muted.
sure, yes. I have now rectified the problem. Yeah, we'll go for a reckless. Let's see. What do I... Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, good. Okay. Cool. I would like it to move that away diagonally, as it takes +2. I'm sorry for the background. As I will follow the thing.
As you clamber up, yeah, you see this this figure with let's double check, with holding 2 hand axes, sort of like a crouch run, trying to get over.
Sure thing. Is it even possible to assess how damaged the plant thing is?
Well, so it already looked like a dead corpse.
Yeah,
it is
exactly.
definitely, as it's moving, you definitely see that the vines are given, and it keeps like slumping a little bit and having to drag itself. It's not moving on the same little legs that it was before. Several of the vines, the rib vines, are snapped off. Yeah, it does look to be in a. You could guess it's in a bad way.
That sounds good. Yeah, okay. Let's then continue. I will follow up with a second one. Unfortunately, not a crit. Oh, God. +2, though. +2. And I will use my bonus action to also bite at it. As you know, we like to do. Oh, shit. Where's the...
We like to do a little biting.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Well,
All
that
right.
hits.
That will be... I will add the +2 to the roll this time around.
Oh my god, man.
Just once all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
Branching down on those bones, suppose. No, that would be bonus action and some movement. I suppose I can end my turn here instead, just sort of in the middle of the rocks. And Bush is hopefully getting at least a little bit of cover from all this archery people.
Yeah, I'm hiding the canopy so we can get on by, and people on the stream can actually see what's happening underneath these trees.
Did you add your temp HP?
Oh no, I should do that, yes. Thank you.
Asher, you see this figure run along the bank to the north of you, draw a hand axe, and after a moment we see it line up, and they just throw a hand axe at you from a riverbank.
Yep.
But it lands in the water next to you.
We'll look up at him and be like, "What the fuck?"
They will take a step into the water, that's as far as they can go. As far as they can go. His figure comes clambering up the rocks, the wet rocks next to you, and then draws 2 axes, but is unable to attack. Asher, you're up.
All right. If it'll let me target. Okay, there we go. I am going to look at myself and cast Midward. And then also bonus action. Expeditious retreat.
Remind me, I forget every time. Does that make you immune to attack of opportunity?
No. I can basically just move at a dash. As a bonus action on each of my turns, I can take a dash action.
But you also get it when you first cast it as well. Remember, when you cast it, you get a free dash, and then each turn you can also dash as a bonus.
Oh, so I kind of get 2 bonus actions a little bit.
Oh,
That's
Yeah. use a
either
bonus
way,
action
this
to-
round your
yeah.
movement is 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, with my
as you
blade
do go
ward
to
up-
move away, he will
Yeah.
he will attack you. Let's have a look. He will. Oh, sorry, it wasn't axes he drew. It was a rapier and a dagger. He is going to go for the dagger. And obviously, if this hits, then we half the damage because you are resistant at the moment.
Can I reaction my shield though?
Yeah, it's not.
I technically can, right?
Expeditious
I feel
wasn't
like
a
I'm
reaction.
doing a lot of things,
Yeah.
but-
Expedition wasn't a reaction. You can.
But it's finally low enough that shield will actually do something, so I want to use it. This is the first time since I have taken the spell.
So weirdly, in fact, no, I won't. I won't say that. I was gonna flavor it a certain way, but I shan't. Tell me how you shield it.
It's just gonna be like basically, I throw up my blade ward, get all expeditious and go to run, and as he reaches out, I just kind of, and it's gonna be like a flash of like orange energy as I'm running. 1, so 5, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Was
Since
that
it's-
counted for difficult? Yeah, you're.
Yeah, I only went 30. So cool, that's it for me.
Oh, surrounded by people, but I still feel like it makes sense to be going for the wounded one. Are you reckless at the moment? I can't remember.
Yep.
Oh, now it's below a certain amount of health as well. So let me just check. Ah, Asher, no. Asher, put yourself back to 36 HP after this happens.
Okay.
I just need to check how many attacks it has now at this HP.
Let's hope it's less. I bet it's not.
It is now 2 attacks.
Oh, nice.
So Asher, put yourself back 36, and then it makes another attack against Obsidian. If they were resistant, you're adjusting, are you? Cool.
I am.
That is all it can do. Atticus, you're up.
I'm gonna go in and try and help out, I guess. Let's go in. Great sword of swinging. Okay.
It hits. You drag the blade down. Tell me how you kill it.
God, I'm gonna come in, stepping forward, pushing through the water, and go for a big arching swing horizontally, cleaving off several of these bow ribs of the creature.
All the like fungal fronds on it quiver and make this horrible like noise as they rub against each other, but it's almost like the weird annihilation style fake bear cry as they all just before it just flops down and the river slowly takes it away. It gets caught on something. You're not going to lose your loot, don't worry. We'll say it washes and sticks against these rocks. What else from you?
What loot?
After that, you just see Atticus is like, yeah, and energized and charges forward further. So that will have been 10. That's 20. That's 30. That is going to be as far as I can get.
Okay.
No. I lost the ability to see Atticus's health, by the way, health bar.
Huh.
Same.
Huh.
Okay, one moment. Always for owner. He's been fiddling his world. Let's have a look. Always for everyone. I've changed it now. Fix it on your end, Atticus, for when you next import.
Will do.
Has that reappeared for you both now?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And it looks like usual.
Full, yes.
The archer moving along, reloading his heavy crossbow, one on the north bank, looks over. What did Atticus just gain?
Just gained a few temporary HP.
9?
Yeah.
The hell did that come from?
From my energizing.
Yeah. This guy comes and just drops to a knee, lines up, and he is taking aim at Atticus. He is going to expend his exploit opening and fire with advantage. And it will be another ricochet. He got his recharge off, so an advantageous a nat 20. It was worth it. And that crossbow bolt again ricochets off. I don't believe the secondary one is advantageous. It's a bit of a weird combination with stat block. I think it is just regular. But it somehow both damages you and yet also glances off your plate and hits obsidian. Quite heavily.
Jesus.
Obviously, you need to amend that obsidian.
Yeah. Okay.
This one has not got theirs back, unfortunately. But they will fire at obsidian. They'll fire at Atticus. We can't see obsidian.
I just adjusted that because heavy armor master didn't kick in.
Didn't do your -3.
Indeed.
He's also going to exploit weakness to taking advantage of Atticus being sort of precarious on this wet rock, trying to keep his balance. And he's going to make an advantageous shot against Atticus. Hits of a 21. I will do -3 on my damage to these, okay?
Okay.
Oh. These are large crossbows. Okay, the brigand who is on this island with you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look. He does not have that. He does have this. He is just going to make one. Is it still advantageous against you?
Yep.
Yep. Swings this axe, misses. He can't do that. What brings you up here? You shouldn't have come this way. This is a closed road. Obsidian.
Yeah, in answer, I suppose Obsidian will try to bite his fucking face off. And we will go for advantageous once more. She's furious. Following it up with a maul strike. The man seems to be standing.
Oof.
+2, by the way.
Have you put +2 in, or do I need to do it?
No, I have not.
Okay, I've done it. Are you moving
Cool.
him?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I will strike one last time.
Oh yeah, of course. Shit. That also hits.
Normal once more.
Tell me how you're doing.
+2. You know what? I will just slam him against the tree, just sort of break it a little bit. A tiny crack across the length of it, and I suppose a much larger crack across the man.
You shouldn't have come here. Fight. Smash! Smash! Fuck you, guy.
Yeah. I go where I like.
And seeing as they seem to be, for the most part, closing in on us, looking towards Atticus, I suppose Obsidian will, for now at least, take a little bit of a hiding spot behind the big rock.
Sure.
Hopefully annoying the archers slightly.
Okay.
Letting them come to us.
Asha, you're up as they're closing in.
All right. This guy, I am going to repelling blast him.
Which one? I see him, yeah. Remember to blast. Are both of them repelling? When you get multiple lances?
They can be if you want.
Yeah, it's up to her. Okay, cool. So that hits.
All right.
Can you repel successive times the same person? Nice.
If you
Okay.
get the other one, the
Back
grasp
10
one, you
feet.
can push him away and pull him back.
Back 10 feet for him.
And are you doing the other lance into him?
Yeah, I'll let the other guy.
So can she knock
oh.
people 20 feet away now, each round of a cantrip?
Mhm.
Ooh. Is it so? There's not a save with the knockback. It's just if it hits. So good.
All right.
Is it the same one again? Sorry, I can't see.
Yep.
Yeah. Another 10 feet.
10 feet. Yep.
The second one obviously hits while he's already in midair. He gets like an aggressive double jump backwards. And yeah, lands heavily in the water. Anything
Cool.
else, Amasha?
Yes. Bonus action. I'm gonna run up so that I can like get within touching distance of the
You
obsidian.
can get there. Difficult terrain, remember.
With my expeditious retreat,
with
I
your,
can get right
with
up
your
to him.
expeditious, yeah.
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 And then I'll just look and be like, "How you holding up?" Obviously breathing heavy and looking like I'm about to heal him on my next turn.
Atticus.
Let me see here. Atticus will step up properly onto the rocks, brandish his great sword, and say, "It is you who has come to the wrong place today. Now let them tremble before me." And I'm going to go ahead and scorching ray some peeps.
Oh, that's what I was thinking for just a second.
That one dies. God, that poor guy got flung in midair. We'll say that scorching rays before he even hits the floor. He's So this closest guy to you seems to have his wits about him, and it still hits him, but he very quickly twists with his blade and takes the brunt of it. And it's still like, you see it pushes back against him, and it does hit him, but not as hard as it could have.
How dare you? I'll do him again.
Yeah.
Does he manage to repel any of that one?
I mean, this wasn't mechanical. This is just showing he's a cut above the others. He still eats the damage.
Ooh, I see. The tough one. That's fine. I will steal myself right there.
Okay. Yeah, that guy will actually just call out over his shoulder. Focus on the knight!
Yes! I've succeeded!
I've made it, y'all.
The plebs believe me. And, oh yes, I feel continually energized by my exploits.
He can get in. This guy's going to come up. He enters your space.
I'm gonna smash him. Or slash him, or some such thing as that.
Oof, hits. Heavy blow. This guy comes up, heeding his commander. He is going to focus on you, really line up his attack, and he's going to come in with that, an advantageous hand axe.
Oh, bitch.
No, I'll actually have him move around a little bit. Brigand Archer does not get a reload on his ricochet bolt, but he does have a remaining use of exploit. So he will advantageously shoot at Atticus, all just a volley of attacks towards Atticus. This guy does have his... do you know what? He does have his ricochet, but it can't ricochet around corners and behind cover, so there's nothing for him... he can't see Obsidian, so it makes no sense how he could ricochet towards Obsidian. So he is just going to do his exploit opening... Okay. Top of the round, Obsidian. You hear just bolts glancing off plate as everybody seems to be switching target very deliberately to Atticus.
Sure thing. I shall jump the stone, run up behind the one that's focusing down Atticus, and maul him repeatedly with advantage. I will go reckless once more. Okay, it did go advantage. Oh, +2. And advantage once more, and this time I... Ooh,
a crit.
Spicy, +2. I have clicked it now. And...
My God, he got absolutely brained.
sending his body flying towards the water. Obsidian will carry on forward. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. Can I make that 5, or is that another difficult terrain?
You have 4. So remind me, I'm not sure how... It might be a rule and need to look up. Like, difficult terrain due to water. I don't know if that's affected by you having a swim speed.
I mean, if it's just by the water, I imagine I would be able to swim in it.
And yeah, it's like water. Yeah, it's supposed to be unsteady rock. I mean, you have 45. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
it's like when you're in shallow water at the beach.
Yeah,
you stay really low.
Yeah.
Crouch swim.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else from Obsidian?
No. If that's where I can get, that's where I can get, and then I don't think I have anything for a bonus.
Okay.
So I'll be there.
This guy is going to step up into your space, Atticus. Do you have... Oh, you don't have your reaction back yet, do you?
Unfortunately not.
And he is going to... He steps over his companion as he comes around, and he has that dagger and that rapier combo, and he sizes you up for a moment, and he is going to leap in with a quick flurry. He is going to exploit opening, obviously, as they do. But this guy has hit him where it hurts. When he has advantage in a weapon attack roll, the attack deals an extra 2d6 damage on a hit.
Good God.
So he comes in with the dagger first. Oh, and it comes in heavy, but you manage to deflect the first one, and then he suddenly twists away, and he's going to use his other one and lunge in with the rapier with advantage as well. Critting. So this will be a crit plus 2d6 damage, which you'll then mitigate.
I mean, is the 2d6 also doubled?
I don't know. It just says an extra 2d6 damage on a hit.
Mm.
It's not. It's a separate ability. So for me, that's a separate ability that is like applied to that successful hit. It's not part of the roll of that regular attack. So we can look it up for future, but I don't feel like. So as you twist away, he just suddenly, with unnatural speed, just leaps forward, and that rapier goes all the way to the crossguard, right between the point where your shoulder plate meets the chest. Is that the lowest you've been in this campaign, do you think, percentage-wise? Have you been downed? I can't remember.
So. I'm not sure if I've ever been knocked out.
But that is all he can do. Asher, you just hear I presume some sort of grunt from Atticus. I don't know. But Asher, you are You are up.
All right, I am going to repelling blast that guy.
Hits.
10 feet. And then again.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fuck yes. Fuck you.
Nice.
Oh.
Wow.
20 right back.
And then use 10 more feet to reach out and just give Atticus a high five. Does it automatically add in my modifier on these?
How you do that?
Healing's not an action. You could
Like, is
you can
Foundry
healing lie, right?
smart enough?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
two
plus 4.
action.
Okay. Cool.
2 actions.
What?
2 actions, kind of.
Shit.
Oh yeah, it's an action. Yeah.
Sorry. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do the bonus action healing one. Sorry. Undo that, I guess. I had a plan in my mind.
We knew what you meant.
Sorry. Okay. 2D. There we go. It's much less impressive healing, but still
Still
too
feels
good.
good. Still feels good.
All right, so I've used 20, so I can move another 10. Okay.
As this main guy hits the water and gets back up, he looks over two over his shoulder and says to one of them, "We are spent. Message Yagashura." Atticus.
I said, you will tremble before me. And I'm gonna Scorching Ray the leader again. Oh, bastard.
No.
Don't worry, I've got more. I've got more.
Okay.
No. Oh no.
No.
I'm gonna use my advantage on the last one.
You're burning your you burnt your inspiration for a crit. That seems worth it. And he's with this extra distance between you, he sees you. The first one, he manages to swat away the rapier. He panics and throws his dagger, which hits the second one, and the third one just poof, straight into his chest.
Worth. Cool. And I will move forward here to the edge of the rock and just, look at the final remaining 2 in a really intimidating fashion.
Ooh. He does not get his ricochet back. I'm going to roll a d2. Yeah. The guy in red turns to the guy in blue and say, You send me a message. Sorry, I'll send a message.
God damn it.
The other guy just sort of looking between Atticus and Obsidian. He's going to really just turn his head, drop to one knee, twist, and he can do it. I'm confident he can do it. He is going to exploit opening to shoot Atticus with advantage, but he is in range to ricochet bolt to Obsidian. So he's going to advantage attack Atticus. Ooh, hit by 1. I will put -3 in on this. And then to reflect the ricochet, he will make... just use a regular... Are you reckless at the moment, Obsidian?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So this shatters off Atticus's armor and heavily hits Obsidian. And then I think he is going to move back. Top of round, Obsidian.
How far is the first one?
The first one is 50 feet away from you, one is 55 feet away from you.
Oh, so they are okay. I thought
He hasn't left the map, no.
Okay, I thought he was running. So
No,
like,
you see that
dashing.
he's taken a knee and seems to have like a finger to his ear in the way that we keep magically doing. We keep narrating, describing the flavor of sending a message.
Oh, okay.
But it's not his turn yet, Bob.
I gotcha. Well, they are just beyond my reach, it would appear. So I will just rush forward towards this guy, and I guess I can only just chuck one at him, because it would take more object interactions and such to do more. So I will just chuck a hand axe at him.
Yeah, and you see
Otherwise-
that he's quickly muttering something. He looks up at you and tries to grab his axe to deflect your throw, but he does not manage it in time.
Another one.
Curse damage rolls this game.
Anything else
Yeah,
from
that's-
Obsidian? I mean, curse
No.
damage rolls. You and Asher have just like when we're fucking Iron Man and for some reason Gwyneth Paltrow like back to back in Endgame. You have both just lasered a variety of brigands around this river.
I like this physical image.
Except Gwyneth Paltrow, unfortunately, and her strange vaginal candle spell.
but still.
Okay, Asher, you're up.
Cool. Watching that all take place. If he's not running and Obsidian's got him, then I will do this guy. Just normal. Blast.
It hits.
Damage.
Man, cantrips are starting to not play with the grunts.
Yeah, this one levels up with me though.
That's a cantrip. They all level with you. Yeah, 2 heavy blows. Anything else from you, Asher?
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh. Boop. Expeditious should get me there.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Atticus.
I too will draw upon the energies of the Eldritch Blast.
And what
First
do you
hit
say?
for
What
the
do you say
one.
when you cast it?
You know what I say. And then I will. Yeah, I'm aiming for the one who was saying the message.
You didn't say it, but that's why it missed.
I'm gonna do it again.
Nice.
Not very agonizing.
Less impressive, yes.
A
Anything else from Atticus?
little bit of movement. That's it.
Okay. Seeing Obsidian close in. This guy doesn't have a sword, but he does have a wicked blade on the end of this heavy crossbow. He effectively has a bayonet. He has no uses of... Are you still raging, by the way? Or has your rage run out at any point? When you ended up turning across the river, I can't remember if you attacked that... You did that
Yes.
after killing my guy,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yes, but now I believe it could have gone because I have only thrown a weapon, which I don't think applies. You haven't attacked since you. Oh no, I have attacked a creature, so I guess that works. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm still raging. It would seem.
He cannot. Do you know what? He can actually. Let's have a check. Oh well, I should have been adding so much more damage to this guy throughout. I now realise he does have point blank shooting, so I don't need to bayonet. I can still shoot you up close. And if this hits, he deals an extra 2d6 damage. You're not reckless at the moment, are you? You
No, I
used your
wouldn't be.
through last
No,
round,
there
yeah.
was no reason for it.
Yep. So it's regular, but because you're within 30 foot, this will do an extra 2d6 if it hits, but it does not, and it does not have multi-attack. The other guy steps up. He can ricochet, and Atticus emerging from the river is within range. So he is going to, he has no exploit opening, so he is going to just shoot. He's going to shoot Obsidian, which if it hits is an extra 2d6, but again misses. But as he uses that
Same
ricochet bolt, because it recharged, he will make a separate attack against Atticus. I will put -3 on Miss Atticus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it still came from him. Oh, I was on the wrong sheet. Oh well, their stat blocks are the same. And he will move up a little bit. Obsidian, you're up.
Sure. I will just round between both of them. I suppose the message has been sent and he's no longer doing the...
Yeah,
thingy.
he's gone to his weapons.
No. I don't think it matters much which one I hit then. I will just...
That first round where he said, I'll send him a message, his action was just using it that round. He just stepped away and used it.
Gotcha. I will just maul him. +2, so 17. Crack.
Yep,
And he's still standing.
he's still standing.
Hey. Are the archers more tanky than the normal ones? What's going on?
Bizarrely, yes.
Shit. Okay. I will do the +2 this time around.
The
And
guy
yes.
the guy who was the boss man was the toughest, but got absolutely fucking focus fired with
Gotcha.
high roll spells.
I will send him down this little
Yep.
thingy
There's-
towards Atticus.
If you roll a d20,
Yeah.
if it's a 20, he Wilhelm screams as he falls down the ledge. He does not Wilhelm scream. Okay.
Okay. And that's me.
Asher.
All right. Yeah, if I see you toss him over the edge behind you, like discarded garbage, I will just blast him.
First one misses.
Yeah, but I will try a second time. Whoa. What?
Oh my god. For a horrifying second, I thought my wife just oohed.
No.
Oh,
It was
Right off
asking
that
if I wanted
ring.
to undo the previous. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it happens
Okay.
sometimes. I think it's when it thinks that you've done it so fast that you're trying to redo something or put another template down, just say discard previous instead of looking
Yeah.
so panicked.
I keep discarding, and now it's just asking me. Okay. Jeez.
That one hits.
I don't know how many it thought I was trying to do. Oh,
Tell me how you kill him.
kind of weakly, honestly.
Okay. Anything else from you?
I'm just gonna move up a bit, but I'm not gonna go the full, whatever. That's it.
Atticus.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me do it this way. I can get there with 30 feet. Ricochet this, you filthy worm.
Please miss.
Oh my god. Oh.
I mean, whenever I
that
say
would've been good.
try and say something, that is normally when I miss.
Yeah.
And
It's a heavy blow, but he manages
follow up.
he manages to twist back the bayonet on the crossbow to offset just some of it, stopping it from being a mortal blow. He's still standing.
I'm gonna take my gauntleted fist with the Eye of Sunrise and try and lamp him in the face. No,
You're not used to it. He manages just to grab it and twist it off and put it onto his own hand and.
Three. Unfortunately, that is all of my actions.
Okay.
He takes us both down with a ricochet.
I mean, he has it. He doesn't get this advantage of being in close. He is. Yeah, I mean, this guy. This guy's gonna try it. It's his last thing. So, Obsidian, were you reckless last round? I can't remember. Okay, so as Asher closes in, this guy just tries to line up. He's gonna try and go off Obsidian onto Atticus. So he has his last use. In fact, no, we're doing this differently. He's smarter than this. He's
Oh,
gonna use.
you're going to advantage me and then ricochet to him.
Yeah, absolutely. So his last use of exploit opening. Heavy crossbows of advantage at the plate wearer in front of him, which if it hits does an extra 2d6 because he's point blank range.
Goodbye, friends.
Plus 2d6 minus 3 because of your plate.
Got you.
So, and it ricochets off, hitting Obsidian. Potentially. I thought I missed. I really thought I missed.
This is gonna be really weird.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I go back.
Oh yeah,
I go back
so
to-
you what
That
do you
would be
mitigate that to?
7. That would be 7 instead of 14, and I had 11 because that is what minus was. So that would be 4 left.
I will put you back.
I
you've
have
done it.
already. Yeah.
He will then attempt, I think, at this point to. No. Do you know what? He's already done his thing. He's going to stay there. Obsidian, you're up.
Sure. Yeah, Obsidian will just look at the falling Atticus, look at the guy, and just go recklessly mauling once more.
I was really hoping to be that turn of just double misses, and he manages to. He's down. Tell me how you kill him, or take him down.
Sure.
Stop! He's already there.
Yeah, I think it might honestly be multiple attacks, even though he's sort of falling. Just the first one breaking the crossbow and part of his arm, and then I think just sort of is already just from blood loss and general, pain, I suppose, threshold. Falling down, he gets like slammed once more as he's falling, sending him completely off to the side.
Good. And that's them dead. And with Atticus down, and us 30 minutes over where we'd normally break, and Luca having sent me 62 messages about needing a wee, let us take our break, and we will pick up in. Do you need? Hold on. We'll be back shortly. We're back, so I will end combat, which means we will end combat music. I'm gonna be kind though, and not turn the loud roaring sound of a river back on. But yeah, Obsidian, the archer breaks next to you as Obsidian stands there heaving. Obsidian being in a bad way, Obsidian would notice, and I think Asher, you would notice as well with your healer's eye. Several of Obsidian's scales and his wounds seem to be slightly steaming in a way they haven't before. But then you quickly notice that Atticus is dead.
Oh no! If only Sira could help us.
All right. I will come over and
as you're casting this is a few seconds have passed, so I want to just check. Atticus, make me a death save. Okay. As you are, before Asher's healing hands reach you, as you are tunnel visioning into that black, what is Atticus thinking of in this moment where it seems like it might have all been for nothing?
Atticus is thinking about getting back on track, about succeeding and proving everyone wrong, and in this case, killing a lot of brigands.
Okay, and Asher comes in with quite a large heal.
We're just gonna come over and be like, hey, hey, hey. And on that final kind of hey slap on his cheek to the heel.
What did I kill him? I got him, didn't I?
You got quite a few, man.
Those scoundrels. And what a way to wake up to such a vision of loveliness.
Obsidian stood over you like,
Yeah, about that, eyeing Obsidian, are we wanting to, I don't know if there's more of those guys going, or coming, going, whatever, but I think some of us could use a rest. How are you doing? And can I insight? Jim, as someone who is constantly watching everyone's health as the party healer, do I have any inkling of the fact that he looked bolstered and less in need of my aid?
Make me an insight check. Well, I was working out what to get him to roll, but I feel like we'll read the dice there with your understanding of both the arcane and enchantments and the tending of your companion's wounds. I feel as though you would definitely have noticed with that nat 20 that when he is the one who ends an enemy's life, he does seem to gain some manner of healing. Never really sure how we
Help.
I suppose this is more to Atticus. Would you like your temporary HP to look like to take the form of like shielding or small healing, but with flavouring as like minor wounds being undone?
I'd never really thought of it as healing, I suppose. But I guess just makes him and spurred on to commit more atrocities.
Yeah.
But also like he can take more of a beating than he should be able to.
Yeah. I feel like you definitely see that you'd notice small cuts when you come to heal are gone, or sometimes blows that look like they should hit just seem to glance off in a way that doesn't make a huge amount. As someone who casts the shield spell, you might draw similarities in your own mind, whether that's right or not. But yeah, killing leads to thrilling.
So yeah, I was looking and be like, how are you feeling?
I mean, all the better for seeing you, Asher, of course.
All right. Do we want to try and find something on these guys?
I mean,
Was
I
that
kind
dude...
of don't want to have to stand up, but
I mean, you're better than Obsidian. We need to get you a rest, big guy.
I mean, I do think we should probably try and move away from this area quickly. As we've found out, noise can attract attention. So if we are going to have a rest, we should move a little ways away. But sure, if they have anything of use to us, that would be great.
If they're from where we were headed, and yeah, she's gonna head out and try and rifle through.
It does sound like Yagashura already knows we're on the way, which is a little.
Yeah, so then we'll try to find the leader.
The
Unless
leader
Asher is already
was
on it.
this one.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, they all have leathers or padded armors on. They all have small martial weapons. Whereas the leader has a rapier and a dagger. The two archers had heavy crossbows with a handful of regular bolts, and the others just had 2 axes, except a guy who threw his axe unsuccessfully to Asher and missed, who has 1 axe because he never got his other one from the water. Other than trinkets and lint, the only thing of note among them, no coin pouches, but the one who was sending the message does have a sending stone on his person. It has obviously been used, but I feel like in this modern day, certainly Asher and Atticus, maybe Obsidian, I don't know, would recognise a sending stone.
Oh, used sending stone. Gross.
Might still be good.
I mean, only if we find another one.
Who knows if they'll call on it.
True.
Was there anything specific on the leader, or just as per?
No, just
Oh, okay,
studded leather armour,
Yeah.
2 daggers and a rapier.
that's fine. Obsidian would obviously recover his hand axe from. He hit, so that shouldn't be a big problem. And then Obsidian
1
will
foot on.
check the plant thing just out of interest for what sort of creature is that even. Creature. I don't know if you can call it that. Tangle of plants, like try to identify it a little bit.
So on closer inspection, by any who assemble and look, it does seem like the skull and most of the fur at the bottom probably was originally for the bear corpse. But the more you look at this, a surprising amount of this on closer inspection is plant. This is clearly some sort of carnivorous or parasitic plant that has grown from a corpse and has, looking at how you see how the how flexile and like stiff the ribs are. Looking at how it opens up, you could. Asher made a lot of noise and attracted it over. You looking at how easily they flex and move, would not be surprised if this was a sort of ambush, like carnivorous plant, that if a creature or a person comes along and starts trying to pick up the remains, could those ribs go whoosh and grab and pull it in? So yeah, a plant, not an undead.
Carrion eating Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
Anything interesting to be harvested from it, or I mean, I don't imagine, but you have mentioned loot.
I think that those of you who are of a mind should nature check this if proficient. Nature to see if we know what can be taken from it, and medicine to achieve.
Okay, yeah. Nature is the one I still do not have. Out of all of those. So yeah.
How about you, Asher? Are you nature proficient?
Well, I was gonna wander over anyways and just be like, hey, whatever happened to that barrel? Or chest or whatever.
Oh, right.
And if I see that you're poking around this thing, I'll come take a look.
Right, there was a pouch in the barrel. Should probably check it out before we go. This thing. I'm still unclear if this is a part of the natural world
Some
or
kind of plant or
summoned thing.
Yeah, you
I've never seen this before.
You don't have any specific knowledge on what might be useful up this alchemically, but the ribs are similar to like a large thick stalk of a plant. A lot of the flesh clinging around the ribs reminds you of just like, a lot of mushroom and almost like coral, like it that grows in like the shelves and ears. Other than that, there's just a lot of mycelium and gunk clotted fur. If you wanted to try and take anything, you could, but you wouldn't know what the good stuff is.
I mean, scoop some bits up in a bottle like always.
add some corpse. So add some carrion corpse. Add to your inventory or in your foundry channel a bottle of carrion corpse mycelium.
And be very careful with it.
No, breathe it in and then go into Athkatla. Campaign takes a hard fucking turn.
Start clicking everywhere. Yeah. Is Obsidian going back for the chest?
Yeah, would be.
You mentioned that like arcane chain lock thing, so she's super interested. Like, ooh.
Yeah, taking a look at it again. Make me another Arcana check, DC 10, Asher. And sorry, is it a spell that you know, actually?
Oh man, my last one was so much better.
What did you roll before? I forgot you rolled earlier.
It was above 15.
I feel like I told you that you... Yeah, I don't see how you'd hear it, realise
Yeah,
it's
but I
probably
didn't
alarm,
see
come
it.
over and then go,
But from
what's
their
this?
description,
Yeah,
I knew.
No, I already gave you earlier that you recognised it as being alarm,
Oh,
so
okay.
I think it makes no
Okay.
sense. It makes no sense for you to look at it and go, oh, I don't know. So yeah, it would look like it is a broken alarm. That it's normally cast in an area, and if it's crossed, it goes off. It looks like this was rigged to go off on open. Maybe it was a bandit. Who knows? Because before you had a chance to know, Atticus also fired a fucking cannon into the air. So
Yeah. I will explain that all to Obsidian as I'm poking about, and I will reach in and grab that parcel at the bottom.
yeah,
Pouch, whatever.
Okay.
she reaches past
I mean, the chains
Obsidian.
seem to be broken.
She shoves Obsidian up away,
No,
seemingly.
I was poking around at the
Apparently.
thing. I thought, and never mind. If you're looking at it, I thought I was
It's okay.
looking around at the
I don't
chains.
mind.
If you're grabbing, go ahead. You put your hand in there.
We collectively open the pouch.
We reach together. One holds, one opens. Inside, there is just a handful of stones.
Just regular river stones.
Yep.
Cool. Some sort of decoy then.
Can I check them for magical
Annoying.
properties?
Do you have detect magic?
No. Just
You-
saying if they have any runes on them or...
Oh, sure. They just are a handful of stones that look to be scooped from the river. No visible signs of anything like all that.
Pouch of 36 sending stones ready to use.
I'll just look at Obsidian and be like, I mean, could have just been a trap to
Mm,
let those guys know looters were nearby.
indeed.
Are any of
Maybe
them
it
of
worked.
Maybe
skipping
the
quality?
magical sling ammo.
The trap worked. And I'm not sure it was much use for them.
What did you ask, Asher?
I was just asking if any of them were nice and flat, skippable quality.
Absolutely they are.
Yeah, I will try and skip some rocks then.
Okay.
Mainly on these
me,
flat stretches here, you know?
Make me a dex check.
Ooh, okay.
DC 12.
Ah, fuck. There is no worse feeling, I swear to
Water.
God.
You line it up, you throw, and it just...
Can I try again?
You can.
Yeah.
Nice. A 16. So that's 4, so it skips 4 times.
Yeah. I'm gonna end on that high note. That's good.
So what's Atticus doing? As he rests or sits or reflects over on the shore?
Yeah, he's just gonna be catching his breath. This is such a strange feeling. Like he was so sure that he had that combat in hand. I mean, it didn't go his way. He'll catch his breath and pull himself together a little bit. Maybe stamp around angrily a little.
Okay. What plan you to do?
We should move at least to a spot where we can catch our breath a little better and not surrounded by dead guys.
Agreed. We should at least get a couple 100 feet away, and somewhere a little secreted in the woods would be nice. But I definitely need to make a stop.
So who?
No,
Please,
no,
Obsidian.
no candy huts.
Yeah, no.
Right
if you
now.
see candy house, wrong way.
Mm-hmm. And who
Okay.
is?
Who will lead? Who will lead you through the undergrowth?
Who better?
I mean, anyone based off a roll before.
You know what? I
I'm
mean,
a roll
looking at
now.
these two guys. Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Oh.
like, I could make an effort of
is-
it since you guys both look chewed up.
It is done. If you're proficient, you can
Okay.
assist them.
What, in survival? No, I
Mm-hmm.
am not proficient.
Okay. So Obsidian leads the way. Are you trying to sort of head north still, but moving away from the path so you can camp off, or are you doing something different?
Yeah, probably, since we have no frame of reference for these guys. Wait, they moved back that way, but they didn't actually try to run at any point, so yeah, it's difficult to tell. So yeah, probably just heading towards our destination.
Okay. Are
Or
you
so he thought.
Are you trying to head at a slow pace so you can rest over walking over the course of an hour, or are you wanting to dash off somewhere and sit down, take a breather?
I think the idea was to find a place, so
Yeah. So heading a few 100 feet out, you find a. Let's go for it again. Why not? Heading a few 100 feet out, you find yet another pleasant meadow tucked away that perhaps affords you a bit of time to rest.
well, we probably don't want to stay in the open.
Well, I don't have a scene for woodland.
Yeah,
we can
gotcha,
say
so-
it's forest. I'll be a dickhead.
Mhm.
just zoom in so it's just trees.
This nice little,
Yeah.
little.
That's what
right
I've done on the screen.
there.
I've taken us right into the trees. There we go.
Mhm.
Right in there. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. What are you wanting to do? As you find a place and drop down for a rest?
So that was rough. Plant
Yes,
creature.
I don't feel like you helped at all.
So mopey.
I mean, yeah, like that's what happens when they get the drop on us, I suppose. But it's bit of a bummer that Yagashura may well know we're coming by the sound of it. Although, also presumably it won't know who we are. Like the brigands didn't know us. They merely know
Yeah.
that someone is messing with them on the perimeter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they run into things like that all the time if they're keeping a big perimeter check. Right?
You'd
Who's
think
check?
so.
Is the music track really crackly for you guys?
No.
No,
No.
it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunate for the streamers, but okay.
Obsidian,
Oh.
how are you doing?
I'll live. Been worse already.
Ah, crap. I forgot I cast Expeditious Retreat. I was gonna see if I could just use my last cure on you before I short rested. Never mind.
That's a good point. Now or at some other point, I could have used second wind. So I'll do that now.
Brilliant.
I'm pretty sure there was at least one time where I didn't use my bonus action. So
I don't think it would help you though. I think you would still go down from that
perhaps.
last shot.
So as you sit there, resting,
Mhm.
it does start to become a little bit overcast, but remains dry. Remains a warm day. And yeah, as you sit there just taking stock of what happened over the course of any upcoming conversation that might happen, I will trigger a short rest.
I remain very aware of the smells around, you know?
Yeah?
Trying to keep track of any cinnamony whiffs that might come our way.
I need to stop that music on because that's just crackling. That's going to be a nightmare on the stream. It's a shame. We'll keep the ambience though.
Shit. Not really saving at it, huh?
How's the health coming along?
Can't see
Okay,
anyone's
one more.
tokens.
Oh yeah, of course. Let me just add you all.
Terrible rolls. Atticus, no health.
Again?
I
That's
feel
weird.
fine.
Yeah, you apply.
That's odd because do you not have the actor linked? Link actor data. That's weird how it hasn't shown. Okay, weird.
I see it.
Yeah, you're the owner, dickhead. So yeah, you're not up in the trees.
Obsidian, is that still your health?
Yes,
Oh my god, did you use all your hit dice or are you saving some?
I am saving some. And I also had like horrible rolls for that.
Jesus, okay.
So, after an hour's rest and reflection, what are we wanting to do?
I mean, I suppose we should press on, shouldn't we? We don't want to give them any more time to give ashore any more time to prepare for our arrival.
You would know that it's just over a day's hike from the river, so you expected when you set off that you'd be spending one more night in the woods before you arrive at Trade Meet, unless you really want to burn it, push on, and arrive there in the night.
We can probably expect to
Unrested.
spend at least one more night on the road.
Mhm.
And perhaps,
Could
given
be.
the state of us, that would be wise.
Yes. It
Yeah.
would be good to keep out an eye on the way for a good spot, especially as we near the evening.
Try and get a little
This-
closer?
Oh
Or do you think what? Camp near here?
no, try to get a little closer, but if it comes to a point where we find a good spot, it might be worthwhile to have it rather than just get
Yeah.
a little bit closer
I'm
over.
always happy to get closer.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. What?
So, who leads the way as you head north?
Obsidian's been doing a good job so far.
You keep doing my face, but fucking it up every time. You're suddenly like, Candlekeep? How did we get here?
Every train.
You go through a door and you're on the Nautiloid.
Come on,
Okay.
survival skills.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Oh my god.
The
Obs-
rolls
three
today.
Obsidian, roll me a d20, please.
Sure. Just all the rolls today, apparently. Damage rolls, survival rolls. I only see things, and my initiative is good, reliably.
Okay. You travel for the remainder of the day.
I possess
Okay.
very few talents.
Occasionally, Obsidian, you catch the smell of cinnamon. There's a couple times you're walking. At one point, as you're making your way through what feels like a bit of a natural, like a deer, a run made by a deer or a larger creature from the undergrowth, at some point you find a single, highly decorated, intricately knotted, like red string over a branch that comes down and just ends in a single, like, wrapped sort of pastry. It just hangs from a tree.
You
Let's
should
not
definitely
touch
grab
that.
obsidian.
Sorry, you both spoke at once. I didn't hear. Obsidian first?
I said, let's not touch that.
And I said, you should definitely grab that obsidian.
Yeah, but that's all. You carry on. You see no other unusual signs.
Can I smell it? Like, can
You
I
can.
like go up and without touching it, just
Yeah, it smells like sweet potato. It smells sugared. And as you're you notice a couple of bright blue and green butterflies fluttering around near it, one of which lands on it and just flexes its wings a little bit as you're nearby sniffing.
man, guys, I really want to eat this. So weird. I know it was I was talking about the candy houses, but like this looks really good. No, it's fine. All right, let's keep going.
It's crimped all along one side.
All
The Cornish pasty.
right, let's go. Don't take the bait.
Well, carrying on to near the evening, you eventually do find what seems to be a fairly decent place to camp out. It is not far from a small tributary feeding a river, but it is defensible. Has a couple of different ways for you to get away if ambushed, and is away from the main road enough that it will serve as a nice little camp. Would you like to make use of it? Atticus is doing a grumpy frog face.
Looks good to me.
Well, Obsidian, you do have the strongest survival instincts. So,
Oh my God. We're doomed.
And
so
two.
if it's fine by you, it's fine by me. I trust you.
Okay, then camp is set up.
Ah, it's nice to finally get a little bit of rest with a little bit of comfort. I've gotten used to even rougher sleeping.
And yeah, Sire just takes herself straight off to sleep.
Yeah.
Been a long day for her.
Somebody's exhausted.
But yeah, as you sit around the camp,
It has been an emotional time for her.
Shared many burdens.
is there anything that anybody would like to talk about with their evening?
I believe that the squirrely thing has been following us through the woods.
What's that investigator guy?
Mhm. I mean, unless you know any other face squirrels.
Did you see him?
The distinct smell. Scent.
I mean,
No.
maybe it's just a general face smell, you know?
I guess it could be his cologne, or it could be a face smell.
Or maybe
Could
someone's
very
been
well
making
be.
hot chocolate. I don't know.
Or pastries, or
If
candy
it's
for their
well, if
house.
Candy house.
if it is another Fae, it's even more concerning.
Mm.
It's weird that we'd encounter so much, like, and I say so much, but like, it's so much for me, so much face stuff on the way to a place where supposedly none of them will go, like, even go.
I mean, it's been just him. No.
This is where like you just. Oh yeah, Siri had a pouch of cinnamon on her.
Well, he was talking like there's a bunch of hags about and creatures of all sorts, in investigating crimes and,
If he was truthful,
yeah, that's true.
not only hags of their Fae are distrustful creatures.
City, and I thought you said hugs for a second.
I wouldn't trust a
I
hag
was like, yeah,
either.
don't let them touch you.
Siri is snoring away.
Has it always been like this?
No, just
Obsidian would
tonight.
know.
Just tonight.
All the cinnamon in the air.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean in to Atticus and be like, hey
He
man,
leans back.
I'm listening.
hey man, what is up with your sister?
Where do I begin?
I don't know if you heard, but like, I got, what is it? The second degree? What's the thing where with the degree that you get like really intensely questioned? I got that from her
Right.
because we
Sure.
went out for sushi.
It's just she's my older sister. I mean, I know we're not blood related and stuff, but she's like weirdly protective, and yet, you'd think that I was some like helpless little babe, but plenty of times we'd be going and getting in trouble in a tavern or whatever, but she still treats me like I'm a child. It's a little insulting, to be honest. Just to pay her no mind. It's fine.
All right, I guess part of me is just making sure that like you didn't put her up to that or anything, right? Like that's just her being her, and you and me,
Oh, we're great. Don't worry.
yeah, okay.
Can't wait for the
super
next
chill.
time.
Chill. Yeah.
Super chill. Chill is what I do best.
Yeah, same. Very chill. Speaking
Cool.
of like super chill things,
Cool.
how? Listen,
Are
what
you gonna
you
give
were
me a
saying.
gift?
No, because it's chill. Because it's chill.
Right, cool. It's chill.
Super chill things.
Mm.
How what you said the other day about like, you know, fate and your destiny and things like that, like kind of got me thinking about like maybe it's not like such a totally bad thing. Like if it makes you able to like do the things that you want to do like better. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Sure. I mean, it's a matter of perspective. I can see why you'd think that, if it's the way you want to go is one way and it's not the way that you feel you're being pushed to go, then I can see there's, a difference there. What are you doing?
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like, what was that? What was that word soup she just
Yeah.
had?
But yeah, it's chill.
I noticed, like, I mean, it seemed like you were getting, like, help today too, like Destiny, like, level help today, which, like, seems like it was chill. Is that chill? Like, what do you got to do for that?
I mean, it's like I feel like whenever I'm on the right path, there's a hand behind me pushing me even further forward. Like I'm being pushed in that direction, and that's how I know what I'm doing is the way I need to go. You know?
What do you think? What do you think would happen if you, like, just walked in that direction though? Like,
Why walk when you
is
can
there a
run?
way to do it without, like, pushing? Like, what if you just have me strolling that way, and it's all just chill?
I mean, I guess some destinies are more chill than others. You're pretty chill, so maybe you're more of a wanderer. I'm more in a mad dash.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I'm just not a
sometimes
huge
there's
fan of,
wandering.
like, a pushing is, like, because then what happens when there's something that, like, you want to do with your life that, it's like, do you always got to get pushed somewhere else? Or,
I mean, I feel like I'm choosing to do things and then being accelerated. But I don't know, maybe for you it's more of a pull. Maybe you want to do one thing but are feeling a little bit of a pull in another direction. Maybe sometimes it's a weak pull, maybe some other times it's a strong pull. And maybe you don't maybe if you want, you can ignore it.
yeah, and I'm gonna, like, just kind of stare at Sirius leaving. I feel like I don't want to end up, like, intense, Like, I don't want to be
I mean, we are camping
pushing and
tonight.
pulling and, like, like, okay, I set that up.
Top lap.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want this like, do you feel different than like the you that you used to be before you started getting pushed?
I mean, in some ways, no. But in some ways, yeah. But that's the version of me that I most want to be.
Okay.
Change for the better,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess as long as it's, like, kind of better, like the you're chill with. Yeah.
Totally.
I could probably do that. Like, if it's on my, like, terms, and I don't gotta, like, become a different person. Like, she very much doesn't seem like she's really talking to you anymore, just, like, to herself, really out loud. It's like, yeah, okay, I don't know. Seems chill. It seems chill. Where did Obsidian go?
Oh, who knows? Probably climbing a tree in a swamp, or I don't know.
Where
wherever
did
he goes.
Obsidian go? There he is. I was zoomed in too much.
Yeah. Would the rock be like a little bit warm standing in the sun the whole day?
Sure.
He's basking.
Cool.
And if it isn't, then Atticus.
I can't. I'm out of charges.
Yeah.
So they'll take the rock.
Okay.
He left as soon as they started talking together.
Kind
Giving
of feel
up some
bad now.
space. Then, yeah, I take it you establish a watch for the evening,
Yeah.
and you sleep. As the night goes on, a slight a slight drizzle begins. You all rest the night. But Obsidian, your sleep is interrupted by a sudden sense of heat, and you awakening in a familiar location. But that is what we will start with next time, with what Obsidian sees. So I'll not apply our rest yet, but we will begin next time with what Obsidian sees.
Exciting.
So yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for a fun, slightly shorter than usual session, but we had a few things going on. We will be back next week for fun times and interesting visions. Goodbye.